Britney Spears fires shots at sister Jamie Lynn, father Jamie, and her online haters. And she's making us go back to look at some footage that, man, really doesn't sit well today. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and yes, Britney Spears is firing back. She's unleashing, and I'm here for it. Yesterday, I reported about her first Instagram post where she seemingly came out against her sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, as well as potentially her mom, Lynn Spears, maybe Justin Timberlake, anybody else who has been sort of trying to get some cred and some attention through all this Free Britney movement that haven't spoken up earlier. Well, she's back today confirming that, yes, there is some beef. There's some bad blood between her and her family. If we go to the Instagram in question, yesterday we talked about this. Thanks to all of you who watched it. Never forget who ignored you when you needed them and who helped you before you even had to ask. While she didn't call anyone specifically, now she has. Take me as I am, or kiss my A, eat S, and step on Legos. And here's what she said more specifically. For those of you who choose to criticize my dancing videos, look, I'm not going to be performing on any stages anytime soon with my dad handling what I wear, say, do, or think. Emojis, negative, no. Emoji, negative emoji. I've done that for the past 13 years. I'd much rather share videos, yes, from my living room instead of on stage in Vegas, where some people were so far gone they couldn't even shake my hand, and I ended up getting a contact high from weed all the time, which I didn't mind, but it would have been nice to be able to go to the mother effing spa. And no, I'm not going to put on heavy makeup and try on stage again and not be able to do the real deal with remixes of my songs for years and begging to put my new music in my show for my fans. So I quit. I don't like that my sister showed up at an award show and performed my songs to remixes. My so-called support system hurt me deeply. This conservatorship killed my dreams. So all I have is hope, and hope is the only thing in this world that is very hard to kill, yet people still try. I didn't like the way documentaries bring up humiliating moments from the past. I'm way past all of that and have been for a long time. And for women who say it's weird the way I still have hope for fairy tales, go F yourself. As I said, hope is all I have right now. You're lucky I post anything at all. If you don't like what you see, unfollow me. People try to kill hope because hope is one of the most vulnerable and fragile things there is. I'm going to go read a mother effing fairy tale right now. Psst, if you don't want to see my precious butt dancing in my living room, or it's not up to your standards, go read a book. An effing book. Well, interesting here. Now, what's most telling is if you see here, Jamie Lynn Spears has liked it. Now, if you go through all of her stuff, Jamie Lynn Spears has liked it. Now, I made an account here just so I could follow both of them to drown out everybody else. Jamie Lynn has been liking everything. If you go through everything aside from the videos, aside from videos which is there, but any post that can be liked, it looks like Jamie Lynn Spears jumps on the trend and likes them immediately. Now, look, if you go through the comments here on Britney's post, a lot of celebrities chiming up. Here's Paris Hilton coming out, Snooki, Selma Blair, but a lot of people, like the last one, sort of Jamie Lynn found shaking, 6,300 people like just a lot of lock Jamie Lynn up, from Josh Hefgold, who's even, I don't know who this is, but he's verified. Look, I don't know what's going on here. I'm not there. This does absolutely look like shade. And so I wanted to figure out, what is she talking about here? Because I look, step back from it, guys. I know a lot of people are very hot and heavy right now wanting to defend Britney, as we should. But I want to make sure, is our ire targeted correctly? Now, when she said she's really going after her dad, she's really going after the machine that is pumping her out there into the world, and she's not able to have any creative control about it. She wants to perform new songs there. She wants to do her own remixes, things, but no, it looks like the Vegas experience wasn't great for her because it was a lot of drunk people, which Vegas has, and people weren't even really paying attention to her. So, and she couldn't go to the spa, and she's not going to do all this for, not be able to do the real deal with remixes of my songs for years and begging to put on new music. She's clearly just upset with the way things were run. She wanted to do it her way. I don't like that my sister showed up at an award show and performed my songs to remixes. My so-called support system hurt me deeply. Conservatorship killed my dreams. Now, it's hard to not see this and see this as a shot at Jamie Lynn, and it very well could be. I'm not saying it's not. What is she talking about here? Well, I want to break down this clip. I, in fact, went through and I've edited this clip. I have the whole thing. I have every moment with Britney. Let's watch this, shall we?
Guys, she started out right here on Disney Channel.
So this was the Radio Disney Awards in 2017. They gave her like an icon award or something. Make sure I turn this music down. They gave her like an icon music, and they had these performers. I don't know. Kelsey Ballerina performed "Hit Me Baby One More Time" and like a different version of it. I got it. Sorry, I muted all the music, so you're not going to hear any more music. But every shot of Britney I have here. So here's Britney reacting to all these people out there performing her songs next to her 2 kids and her mom. I don't know who the fifth person is back here. Britney fans who are really know, fill us in the comments. But here she is, sort of. You could tell right at the gate, now that we know she didn't like this, which she basically has admitted, right? You can see right at the beginning of this already, she's just sort of going along with it. So here's Haley Seinfeld doing Circus, Sophia Carson doing Hit Me Baby. And look at this, during this performance, that was Britney's face pretty much. And I think, if you go to the video itself, everyone was loved this video at the time, huge likes, and everyone was happy. But looking at the reaction there, it really... And now she gets to she just wants to sing the songs and perform the songs her way. She's clearly sitting there sort of frustrated as her mom Lynn is just like, yeah, and she's with her kids, so she's got to be nice with her kids. She's on television, and then the one moment you sort of see her get energy is when she lip syncs the "and I" moment from, and then she's like, I guess I can't sing. Guess I'm not allowed to sing. Lynn, thanks, cool. Would have loved to have been up there to perform my own medley, but I guess I'm not allowed to do that. But then immediately, I love this moment. She catches herself and almost looks at her kids like, this is what it's about. She gets this day with her kids at this big award. They're clearly happy to be there. And it's hard to deny that. Look, it's hard to deny, she just lights up as soon as she sort of has realized she's there with her children. And then, out of nowhere, Jamie Lynn surprise shows up. And look how happy Lynn is. Oh, we got you. Ha, 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 ha. And even her own kids, obviously. Oh, there's their aunt, right? Again, got to be nice here. And Britney, for the sake of cameras, gets up and supports her sisters, like, oh, yay. But you can just sort of tell Britney's like, what's going on? Why is Jamie there? And even Britney's like, oh, why? It's like, you can just watching her as Jamie Lynn's staying relevant by performing her sister's music with others. It just becomes clear when after reading Britney's piece, look at her. This was all orchestrated by the system that she had no control over. And Lynn just plays along with everything that she does. And here's Britney in public, live on television, finally, at a venue with her kids, which you got to remember, she didn't get very often, guys. They almost let her only do it at live events and premieres and stuff because they wanted her to be good. They wanted to keep her in check. And so when you watch all this now under the lens of knowing that she wasn't happy at this performance based off her recent Instagram post, it's really sad. Now, you can tell I don't know, I just watch it, guys. All these footage of Britney, you can just tell she's... Well, I think she's happy some of these performers are there, sort of, tributing her. It's like, why is my sister up there doing my song? Mom, what's going on? Why couldn't I perform my song, but she could? Yeah, I love being surprised on national television. Who knows what other backstory there was behind this? But clearly, judging by Britney, right? I don't like that my sister showed up at an award show and performed my songs to remixes. My so-called support system hurt me deeply. It's killing my dreams. Keep that context as you're watching Britney.
She is my friend, my hero, my favorite pop star of all time, and everyone else's. And the best sister a girl could ever have. I'm so excited. She is.
Yeah, she's made you relevant, girl.
I'm so excited to
You'd
present
be a
her
nobody
with this
otherwise.
well-deserved recognition. The first ever RDMA icon, Britney Spears.
So she's happy to show up and support her sister when it's on television, and she gets to put the makeup on and be the star of the show. Then she'll show up for Britney. Got it. Cool. You'll play along with mom and dad and whatever they tell you to do in the conservatorship. You didn't get paid for this? I don't know, but you'll do it then. No, wait, watch this. I rewound it. There's the mom sort of pushing her away. All right, girl, just, have fun. Get out of here. Yep, look at it. Up. Yep. Go up there and be a good girl. And here she comes. And so anybody who's like, well, she's not stable, look how she manages in heels to get up on those steps amongst the people. They make her walk the farthest distance as she has to like deal with all these people grabbing at her and trying to touch her. And she manages to make through all these tiny little runways among the fans, gets her way back up there, up more steps. And then what I like is she immediately goes, now this I forget their name, sorry, Sophia I think it was, clearly the biggest fan up there. And she goes to hug them each very nicely. And then look how she does it to Jamie. It's odd. It's all odd. Now here's the speech.
What a pleasant surprise, my goodness. I want to thank...
All the fans triggered that, and then of course Jamie hears it and goes on with it too. Jamie's right in this perfect spotlight to be there at the edge to be on camera.
I want to thank Radio Disney so much for giving me their
Look at her
first ever
smiling.
Icon Award. What can I say? This is such an honor. And your support throughout my career has meant so much to me. All of my fans, as always, you're the freaking best.
I believe she means that.
My two love of my lives, Jaden and Preston, my sons, you're the reason my heart beats, and I love you so much.
Oh, that just hits harder now. It hits harder now. Again, like, she gave those three strangers so much bigger attention, hugs, etc. Didn't thank her sister or her family, did you notice? Which I'm sure none of us really paid attention to at the time because it all seems like all hunky-dory, right? One big happy family helping her with her conservatorship. Live moments like these of support and her being happy and her being celebrated only reiterated this lie we were being told for so long. And I'm sorry, it's hard to not read between the lines. And what's so frustrating is Britney could clear this up right away. Right? She could say, stop knocking on my sister. I'm mad at my parents for making my sister do it. Now, if she says that, then we all have to back off and respect it and be like, sorry, Jamie Lynn, we didn't know. We're all jumping to conclusion. I'm not trying to sit there and bash Jamie Lynn, but I don't know, man. How did you not know? If I'm happy that you're up there performing her remixes, Jamie. Why didn't you know this? Why didn't you ask her? These are just questions you'd think siblings would ask. Were you not allowed to? Were you in the dark? You show up for this, but you don't want to speak out on her behalf any other time? Clearly, she's upset that you didn't, that others didn't, it seems. And now, after posting, and I remember this, she posted this other one, right? Where everyone is, which she liked. Jamie Lynn liked this post, right? Which is crazy. And cough, everyone's calling out Jamie Lynn. Jamie Lynn. Like, Britney knew this. Britney's not, I don't believe for a second Britney doesn't see some of these alerts, or her boyfriend or somebody does. And then she decides to do a follow-up post actually calling out her sister. I don't like how my sister performed my songs to remixes. My support system hurt me deeply. Look, this, and then of course Jamie Lynn likes this one to try and like save face. Or is there something we don't know? Is Jamie Lynn actually close to her and Britney's for some reason not telling us? And she's more mad at the parents and the conservatorship for sort of putting them all up to this. Again, I do think we need to be a little bit more careful and make sure Britney confirms this. But until she does, it's hard to not see this, right? It's hard to not read between the lines. And when you watch this footage now, looking back at this performance, which is apparently what she was speaking to, it's hard to not, it's hard to not see it. You know what I mean? And especially this moment to her kids.
And my two love of my lives, Jaden and Preston, my sons, you're the reason my heart beats. And I love you so much.
Oh, guys, it crushes me to think if this is what this was all about, was this is how she got her moments with her kids. Oh, play along, smile. In order to have these moments with your kids as a dad, it crushes me if that's really what was happening here. And the mom allowing that. All this while, Jamie Lynn, you're out there doing whatever you want with your kids. I'm sorry, it's hard to not get angry with you, Jamie, and I don't want to be, but look at you having the luxury of being able to go out whenever you want, go on shoots and things that you want with your kids and have all these amazing experiences on your own free will. And meanwhile, Britney's can't, and she's stuck dancing at home, which makes her happy, and everyone makes fun of her dancing at home. It's maddening, guys. It is truly maddening, and it breaks your heart. So when you look at this, now that we've watched it, and you realize this is what it was for, these two boys, everything was all it was for, that they've been dangled, it seems, for the longest time, and I'm working on a story about this. If you have insight on this, to back this up, proof of this, please send my way, because I want to do a video about this. Did Kevin Federline do this to like get more custody money and to help the family have control? To all the moments, I see so many people out there now starting to like be against Britney, saying she's clearly crazy. She clearly doesn't know what she's talking about. She clearly has issues. When you go through and actually read about and remind yourself about what the instances where she lost it, I'm sorry, none of it warrants what's happened to her. None of it. So many celebrities, and it seems even people in Spears' family have gone through similar episodes. And guys, when you lose your children, when your children are taken away from you, it makes you go crazy. That is a completely normal and healthy thing. My children are my life, and not being able to get them will crushes me if I don't have them around. It's unfathomable if you're not a parent. So if you're not a parent, you don't understand, haven't done the research, shut up, as Britney would say, go step on Legos. Because you don't know what you're talking about. Now, we're still gathering more information, and I'm going to be gathering more information. If you guys have information on this, you can always hit me up on social media. Thanks to all you guys who discover me through these Britney videos. It means the world to me. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Lots of other important coverage here. Smash that bell. Tell me other stuff you want me to report on or stories. Anytime, smash the comments, the like, leave a comment, all that stuff. I appreciate all of you. Let's stay tuned on this story. And don't forget, #FreeBritney.